It's pickle time at Hodges Farm, Texas, and I am so happy. I don't even eat pickles, but I just love putting them up. I do eat them in things, but I don't just like eat a pickle like Caden does. I'm gonna show you an easy, quick refrigerator pickle, and I'm gonna try to be real specific and answer all your questions. You wanna use pickling salt. It says pickling or canning salt is what you use when you're doing pickles. The solution is 3 cups water, 1 cup pickling vinegar, and you can just look on the label and it'll tell you, and 1/4 cup of this, of the pickling salt. So what I'm gonna do is, this is a wild grape leaf. Any grape will do. This is what makes them crisp up really, really quick. I could put 2 or 3 leaves in here if I wanted to. This pickle is a refrigerator pickle. It has to stay in the refrigerator. And they do last a long time. These are from last year. And they are still crisp and they're still good. But they have to stay in your refrigerator. So I have an extra refrigerator outside. So I've put a couple of the grape leaves. You can use scuppernong. You can just go to a grape orchard, vineyard, and ask them for some leaves if you want some. I'm gonna put this much jalapeno in here. If you like them really hot, put more. I'm gonna put a big piece of garlic. Now my dill looks terrible, and if you've followed me, my dill is always beautiful. But we had a late freeze, and it has pretty much destroyed the dill. But I think I still have enough for this, and you can freeze dill. If you have extra dill, just put it in a freezer bag and then pull it out to use it. It'll be frozen when you put it in here, but it still works. I'm gonna put some onion in here. My husband loved the onion, so he always wanted me to put extra onion. We don't eat, Caden doesn't eat as much onion as Pawpaw did. And he liked the onion on his sandwiches, and he ate the garlic. He loved every bit about this. So you just start putting them in here. You can cut them however you want. They really do well like this in spears. Try to pack them pretty tight. Because you're going to all this work, you might as well pack them. Oh, and you do not have to use a canning jar. We're not canning these. So save pickle jars. Get your friends to save them. If you want to peel the lids off, peel the lids off. The tags off. I don't usually, but this one is cleaned off, so it's sticky. Okay, and I'm just going to keep putting this in here. I'm going to keep putting more onion. I'm going to put a little more garlic. Okay. See, I wasn't sure how much space I would have in this jar. And you can use your bigger cucumbers, the ones that get bigger and you think you can't use them for your little bitty dill pickles. You can use these bigger ones for this, and it works just great. I try to get them super tight. You think you're going to break them off, but usually it doesn't. And you know, when you put the hot solution in here, they're going to shrink some. Okay, I'm going to be able to get more in here. Let's see. Caden loves pickles, right?
Yes, ma'am.
He and his friend John. John's here today too. They love pickles. See, I'm just sliding these in here and they're going in. You think you can't get another one in? Well, keep trying. And you can cut the ends off. If there's a stem on there, be sure and cut that off. We are almost through with this jar of pickles, which is amazing. Okay, you can see the sides here. Let me see if I can shove this one in here. A lot of times when you get to the top, you have some extra space, and that's where you can cut just a small piece. Like I'm going to cut a shorter piece to go here. And you could, if you wanted to, just cut these into little rounds, however you think you'd want to eat them. So that is pretty tight. Now I'm going to add some more onion. Couple more. I like to use these stems and shove them down in these extra spaces here. Here's some more garlic. Put another little piece of dill on the top. So I still have a couple cucumbers left for lunch. Okay. We're pretty shoved in there. Now let me go get my solution. What you do is you take your cup of vinegar, 1/4 of a cup of canned salt, 3 cups water, and you bring it to a boil. You don't want it boiling when you put it on here. You want it just simmering. And you just pour it over these pickles here. You want to go all the way to the top, or as close to the top, as long as you can close it. Now, you don't have to sterilize these jars, but it doesn't hurt to sterilize them because you're not, they're not going to be canned and sitting on the shelf. Wash them very, very good. Make sure they're clean, and sterilize them if you want to. So that is a big jar of pickles. I'm going to leave it on the counter till it cools. Then we put it in the refrigerator, and believe it or not, in 2 or 3 days, these pickles are made, and they are really crisp. I'm not going to tell you that these are going to taste as good as these, because these are last year's, but I mean, we're eating them like crazy, and they're great in tuna fish or anything like that. So we've got our first jar of pickles, and I'm excited even though I don't eat pickles.